This morning, we witnessed the second largest bank failure in American history. Stock's still cheap. The ninth best performer year to date is SVB Financial. Don't yawn. This company's a merchant bank with a deposit base that Wall Street had been mistakenly concerned about. SVB, it's the old Silicon Valley Bank, has always been a very good business. Recently bought one of our favorite research firms, Nathanson, and it's become less dependent upon private equity and venture capitalist offerings. Wait a second. Those dried up last year. They could come back. Yeah, some of them come back here, but the stock directly affects an oversold position. Stock was the fourth worst performer in 2022. I think the fears were not justified, and it's a very compelling situation. Hey, by the way, long-term private equity and venture capital, they're not going away. Being the banker to these immense pools of capital has always been a very good business. Now, you have to remember that a stock that falls 66%, like SVB Financial did last year, it takes it a lot more to recover. After losing two-thirds of your value, you need a 200% gain to get back to even. This is arithmetic. Some people call it geometry. Stock's still cheap. So you could argue SVB's nearly 40% rally this year is barely a drop in the bucket. And that's how I want you to think it. I think it's also a good example of why these bounce-back moves might be far from over. What we got here is a failure to communicate. SVB downplayed that it was getting killed on its bond portfolio each time the Fed raised interest rates. The bank didn't signal that it had too many bad loans. They were backed up in stock, in startups that haven't been able to come public because there's no appetite for IPOs when the Fed's tightened aggressively. It should have been raising money like crazy for months, like some of the other banks out there. So to make it clear, the collapse of SVB has huge ramifications beyond the tech world. But I actually think the biggest impact is it'll be the thing that keeps the Fed from wrecking the entire economy. Far from over, because the most overheated part of this economy has already been frozen. It's short-term bad, but longer-term, I will tell you, very, very good. Has always been a very good business, unless you live and work in the blast zone or you bank at Silicon Valley Bank. Stock's still cheap.
Rapid changes are taking place in the global monetary system that may affect the international role of the dollar in the future. Most major economies already have or are in the process of developing instant 24/7 payments. Our own FedNow service will be coming online in 2023. And in light of the tremendous growth in crypto assets and stablecoins, we are examining whether a U.S. central bank digital currency would improve upon what is an already safe and efficient domestic payment system. As our white paper on this topic notes, a U.S. CBDC could also potentially help maintain the dollar's international standing.